When I was packing my bags for Oxford in September last year, there were 3 things from New Zealand that I wanted to make sure I had with me: my passport, an All Blacks jersey, and a Māori proverb that a high school teacher had once shared with me. The proverb goes, "He aha te mea nui, he tangata, he tangata, he tangata." It translates to, what is the most important thing? It is people, it is people, it is people. When people think of Oxford, they usually think of the historic colleges, the many quirky traditions, and of course, Oxford's leadership in academia, with its world-class faculty and research. And while I've gained so much from these aspects of the Oxford experience, the Oxford classroom, from which I've learnt so much, has a reach that is much broader than the physical walls of buildings and departments. The classroom that I'm referring to is the bringing together of people from around the world. The learning comes not from a textbook or a lab, but from conversations, friendships, and shared experiences. I could spend hours describing all of the moments that have shaped my journey in the last 8 months, but today I will share just 3 of these lessons, which are about compassion, collaboration, and community. The first lesson that I learnt was about compassion. Despite coming from very different backgrounds, one thing that so many people have in common is a deep concern for the suffering and disadvantage of others, and a strong and unwavering desire to make the world a better place. There is something very humbling and motivating about the commitment that others have to improving humanity, and of being engaged in a cause that is bigger than any one of us individually. I'm constantly challenged to think about the impact that my work has on the well-being and livelihoods of people and communities, however directly or indirectly it may be. And being surrounded by individuals that give a voice to the voiceless and who fight on behalf of those that are unable to fight for themselves is a constant reminder to check my privilege and to think about the small or big differences that I can make in my life that impact on the lives of others. The second lesson that I've learnt is about collaboration. We often hear companies, business schools, and keynote speakers throw around words like team building and synergy. But perhaps the most concrete experience that I have had about what it truly means to work together has been through rowing. The commitment and dedication of CATS W2, the commitment that we show to each other as a crew, even when we were cold, sleep-deprived, grumpy, hungry, stressed, and sometimes badly hungover, was an invaluable lesson in camaraderie. And off the river, coffee shops and sidewalks have been home to many conversations about shared visions and ideals. Some of these conversations lead to goals being set and actions taken to turn ideas into reality. The spirit of collaboration that exists and the willingness of people to work together towards a common aim has been a truly enriching part of my personal and academic experience at Oxford. And finally, the last lesson is about community. For me, community is about surrounding yourself with people who inspire, push, and challenge you to shoot for the moon. And should you miss, community is also about the people who will pick you up, dust you off, and feed you G&Ds. When we think of leadership or success, we tend to focus on the individual. Yet behind every achievement and every rung that we climb is a team of people who have guided and supported our journey. Oxford, and especially the Rhodes community, has been an incredible place to build this team and to find people that are willing to challenge you, to push you, and to hold you accountable. This diverse community of people has stretched me in countless ways, broadened my mind and curiosity, and inspired many more questions than I have answers to. And so while the Rhodes Scholarship has enabled me to pursue, first and foremost, a degree at Oxford, it has also been an incredible gift of people. People who have taught me about empathy, tolerance, and the value of diversity. People who have cheered me on, carried me up, and consoled me in my disappointments. and people who have widened my perspectives of the world, deepened my appreciation, and guided my choices. And I know that there is so much more that is left to be learnt. He aha te mea nui, he tangata, he tangata, he tangata. Thank you.